Hey there, people. This is going to be sort of a, I don't know. It's not going to be my cheeriest video. Basically, a lot of people, a lot of cisgender people. People who were born cis means people who are born within. They were born within their assigned gender and are happy with that. Well, a few people like online and stuff say, that they're getting fed up of transgender people talking about cis privileges. I was going to clarify what that means. Now, not everybody is privileged. You're cisgender, white and male. A lot of them have problems. I understand that. Everyone has problems. But I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the problems that I face as a transgender woman. And see if you've got the same sort of thing going on. Right, so, because it is mostly the cisgender males that complain, I've noticed. Along with some of the radical feminists, but that's a different story altogether. So, let me fix this, my green screen's going off. There we go, that's better. So, let's see. Well, one of the things when I get up, a lot of the times, I know a lot of people suffer from this. It's like depression, but it's different for me because I'm transgender. It's more a case of, can I go out without people? Am I passable? So some days it's like I cannot be bothered leaving the house. It's not so much a case of not being bothered. It's a case of stressed out that everybody looks at me and judges me. My makeup has to be on point. I haven't got a lot on today. I'm sort of going for a more natural look, so I'm trying this out. It probably looks really rubbish. So that's something. See, a lot of people don't have to go down the street and, I'm scared in case I get attacked or assaulted or murdered in the street. Seriously. The amount of hate I get stuff thrown at me, I get names. People move their kids away from me because, I don't know, they think I'm some sort of sex offender or something. I don't know. It's difficult. It's like, I don't know, maybe parents think that if they see a transgender person, it might like infectiously travel to their child, which is not the case. Your child will surely be the gender it was supposed to be. Well, not supposed to be, but the gender it identifies with. That's one of the things with me, I don't see, why parents get to dictate what their children's gender is. I think, until your child tells you what it is, treat it as so. When I see babies and children, I think of them as gender neutral until they can decide what they want, until they decide what they are. If that makes sense. Because with me, I went my whole life having to pretend to be a man because I was scared of how I might get treated and stuff, and eventually I came out and it was empowering and stuff to come out. I'm going off the subject here. I'm about to make another video about children. So what am I saying? Right. Yeah, more things. When I go to a bank or a doctor's, before I got my name changed, obviously it was difficult because it would have Mr. on my bank card or whatever, and people would seem to go out of their way to tell everybody that, it's like I went to the bank once and the woman attended, because there was people, there was a big long queue, so they took me to this machine thing, did it, and she was, "Oh, can I please have your card to put into the machine?" So I handed her the card and she was like, "Okay, sir," and she looked around to make sure that everybody knew. I think that's very unprofessional, and you should treat someone like that, especially a customer. If I had changed branch because of that, I think she would have got in trouble. What else? You see, we have all the normal problems as well that you have, like, oh, where will I live? Oh, well, yeah. Except we have added stuff into that, like, if I'm looking for a flat, which I have been recently, I have to put in a listing that I'm transgender. I actually have to list it, where you don't have to list what gender you are normally. Well, sometimes yes, but like you don't have to. And because I'm transgender, I'm getting less views, and then I even get hit on inside the applications like, oh, hey baby, we can get a flat together, sexy. And I'm like, what the fuck, seriously? I'm here to look for a house, not for some fucking guy. You know? It's like, oh yeah, you know, they totally love it when I call them sexy and stuff. You know, and that's another thing actually that leads on to sexual assault and stuff. Since coming out and living full time, I've been sexually assaulted 3 times. And it's been 3 times, 3 times, is it this year or last year? It was New Year's, I don't know what it counts as. Twice this year, but it's sort of last year, so it was more like 3 times last year. Some guy getting all up in my face on a train leaving Pride last year. He was all up, you know, just being really, like, I get embarrassed and I keep my head down and shy, and I don't like people drawing attention. It was crowded, and I don't like crowded vehicles and trains because that's where I'm most likely to get attacked, which I was sexually, not sexually, as to say, it's more like sexual harassment in that case. But then at the club, I went to a club on New Year and I got sexually assaulted twice by 2 different men, 2 different times in the evening, and it wasn't fun either. I don't report them to the police because, like, I don't think the police would really care. You know, I've read about the police not really giving a shit about transgender people. You know, they say, oh, maybe if you didn't dress that way or this, but how is it our fault? Right, we're the victim, and how is it our fault for the way that we dress because a man can't control his urges? It's a very male-driven society and it sucks. It's like, oh look, that man was clearly innocent because, you know, he was seduced by you. No, that man should learn just to keep it in his pants. Anyway, I'm going off subject again. I don't know, the hate that you get. I get a lot of hate. The only place I really feel safe is my class at college. I don't even feel safe in my own house. Oh, it's a rough area, I know. It takes someone to, you know, break a window or open the door and just come in and, you know, they can beat the shit out of me or whatever. And I'm scared of that. That's one of my fears is, you know, waking up in the night and having to be in my room. It's awful. I guess. Medical, I mean, cis people seem to, like, because the NHS is kind of rubbish, you can go to the doctors with something that's normal for you and get it sorted. I go to the doctors for something that's normal to me, my transgender stuff. I need to get this sorted. And the doctor doesn't have a clue, he's completely clueless. It's like, I asked him for T blocker, testosterone blocker, and he's like, I don't know what that is. My doctor, I've been with him for a while now, he should have, once he found out he had a transgender patient, he maybe should have done a little bit of research given he's my doctor. But no, he just wants the clinic to do everything, and the clinic is shite as well. I don't get an appointment. I think the woman at the clinic doesn't like transgender people because me and my friend, another transgender woman, has had trouble there. When I first went there, they completely forgot to put me on their register and stuff. It was, you know, it was a huge mess. When it comes to job interviews and stuff, I remember one of the interviews I went to, I could see the person who was interviewing me was trying not to laugh at me, and he made the interview as short as possible just to get me out. You know, and in places like job centre and stuff, they don't appreciate the fact that, you know, I'm trying to live as a woman. They'll just, you know, give you any job, like, they'll say, oh, you have to go to that one, even if it's something like, I don't know. They don't care, they don't seem to understand that it's difficult to get a job. Like, oh, why did you fail your interview? I was like, well, because of who I am. That's not a good enough answer. Why did you fail the interview? It's like, because I'm transgender. Why did you fail the interview? Stupid. So yeah, that's just some of the things off the top of my head. So like, also like when I look in the mirror, I can't stand the sight of myself. Sometimes I'll cry. I have to have bubbles in the bath and stuff, so I don't have to see my body. I think the question I need to ask you, you know, for all the people who hate transgender people, think about it this way, right? You know what gender you are, right? Whether you're male or female or non-binary, whatever you are. If you woke up with the opposite genitalia to what you have now, would that make you different? Would that make you, you know, let's say you're a guy, you know you're a guy, and you wake up one morning with a vagina. Would you not be a guy anymore? Or would you still know that you're a guy? That's what you'd ask yourself. And on that question, I'll end this video. I hope it's done something for you. I'm just in a bad place right now, so I thought I'll just put this up so people get an idea. I probably wasn't. I don't know. I've never lived a normal life, so I can't really know what it's like to compare it. Never know. Never judge somebody until you've walked in their shoes. So that's maybe a thing to think about. Thanks for watching.